Hello everyone, it seems like Mini Brands is okay with me being honest in my reviews because they sent me another PR package. This time I got the Mini Brands KFC, and even though I already reviewed these, I do want to complete my collection. I need 5 out of the 20 that are on this collector's guide, so let's see if we can find these and complete the KFC series. So the first mini of this video is the chicken pot pie. Honestly, I don't even know why they put this in the comment section. It's definitely something more special than the rest of them. See, it's right here at the end with the comments. Meanwhile, the fries, for example, or the chicken nuggets are part of the luxury category. So it doesn't really make much sense to me, but oh well. Here is the KFC drink, and I know I mentioned in the past a lot of times that what is this? Is it Coca-Cola? Is it Pepsi? But now I know, so thank you to everyone that mentioned in the comments of the previous video that I did on these. All of you guys said that apparently KFC is owned by PepsiCo, which means this is Pepsi. So we got a bowl of coleslaw. There's a few of these bowls in this series, each of them containing something different. This is definitely not the worst, but I'll tell you when we get there. Here is one of my favorite things that they did, the half-C bucket, as I like to call it. You get chicken, and everything is chicken, but you get fried chicken here, and then the tenders on this other side. I never had a bucket like this, and honestly, I don't even know how it skipped me whenever I ordered KFC, but I'm gonna keep an eye out for it. And then we got a regular bucket of chicken. Now, some of you said that this is actually crispy chicken, like extra crispy chicken or something like that. And then you guys said that the other one, the darker one, is actually regular, but isn't it the opposite? The darker one is extra crispy and this is just regular? Or who knows? Maybe I just read the comment wrong. By the way, I'm not going into too much detail when it comes to reviewing these because I already did that in the first video, and if you didn't watch it, I suggest you go see that one. And over there, you will see my honest, in-depth review of the KFC series. I really like the way these unzip. It's absolutely perfect. Every series should be exactly like this. I really don't know why Series 5 or the Foodie Mini Brands are so hard to unzip. A lot of people were mentioning that the reason they shrink wrap those so tight is to deter people from stealing them. Opening them in the stores and then stealing what's inside. But if that was true, then why didn't they do the same with this series? Or maybe they just listened to all our complaints and they decided to go, a different route and make sure they unzip nicely. Here's another delicious, refreshing bowl of coleslaw. Another can of Pepsi. Seems like there's a lot of ice in here, unless it's just floating to the top. Do you guys get it with a lot of ice when you get your drink, your fountain drink? Or do you just ask for easy ice or no ice at all? I don't know why I have a feeling a lot of you are asking for a lot of ice. Personally, and I think I mentioned this before, I just ask for easy ice or just no ice at all. And here are the legendary fries, as they call them on the collector's guide. Another funny and interesting thing that was mentioned in the previous video in the comments was that since PepsiCo owns both KFC and Taco Bell, some people were saying that the fries are exactly the same. The only difference is that Taco Bell adds their seasoning and then KFC adds their seasoning. I don't know how true that is, but it seems highly possible. And it kind of makes sense from a business standpoint. Right, here's the other bucket of chicken. It's the darker kind. Here's the difference in color between the two of them. Now, I'm inclined to say this is double fried or something, or extra fried, or I don't think they do double fried, right? It's just extra crispy. They just leave it in there for longer. But yeah, other people were saying that these might be something called Nashville Hot. So maybe that's why they're darker. Who knows? If someone already mentioned the exact explanation in the comments and I missed it, I'm sorry. I know there's at least one comment that said I work at KFC, but they did not offer an explanation for, why they're different like that. Well, this is surprising. Usually don't get 2 buckets of chicken in one ball. This time we got the golden brown one, I guess. There's another bucket of chicken, this time the darker one. You know what? I'm just gonna go and look it up myself because I need to know. It's just kind of annoying not to know the difference between these two. It's like, what is it? Alright, so I looked online at a few pictures and for some reason, which is odd to me, but the lighter one seems to be the extra crispy. I really thought that the darker one would be extra crispy since, you'd expect that they fried it for longer, so it got darker. I don't know, but maybe I'm wrong. I did see other people like review, you know, extra crispy versus regular or original, and either they mixed up their buckets and they weren't exactly sure which one was extra crispy and which one was original. But some people were saying, I mean, they were, you know, presenting the darker one and they were like, this is the extra crispy. But then I saw other videos and other pictures that were showing this to be the crispy and this to be the original. So it's still unconclusive, I guess. If there's anyone out there that works at KFC and knows exactly the difference between these, please let us know in the comments. And speak of the devil, here's the extra crispy. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call this the extra crispy. Worst case scenario, I'm going to get a lot of people pissed in the comments, so I can take that. Here's the KFC famous bowl. There's a lot of goodness in there. And here's another bowl. Okay, so this is the worst bowl in the series. The mashed potatoes and gravy, just, yeah, doesn't do it for me. I know these are toys, but it kind of looks like a toy mashed potatoes with gravy. Whereas, I don't know, the chicken, for example, kind of looks like real chicken, or at the very least, it looks more realistic than the mashed potatoes. And based on the comments, a lot of you actually agree with me on this one. And we got another one of my favorites, the chicken pot pie with this little piece that comes off. I don't know why they included this little guide. I mean, it's really not rocket science. There's just like 3 pieces, but I don't know, I guess they have to. See, it shows you how to put it together, even though it does come built like this. All right, we got another chicken pot pie from KFC. Nice golden brown crust and steamy deliciousness inside there. By the way, sorry, I forgot to give that disclaimer in the beginning of the video to not watch this on an empty stomach because, yeah, you might get really, really hungry. And here's the chicken wrap thingy. That is a little bit of a disappointment in terms of size because it is really tiny in real life. It's really interesting how marketing geniuses know how to flip something that's a bad thing or could be perceived as a bad thing to something good, because if I'm not mistaken, in the commercial it says something like, you can hold it with one hand or you can eat it and do something else with the other hand. And I'm like, yeah, that's a interesting way to turn something that's kind of negative because it's so tiny into something that's positive and say like, hey, we made it small so you can hold it with one hand. No, you just made it small because I don't even know why. To save money or something? Make a nice big wrap, you know, like make it like almost like a burrito where you can eat it and then you can be satisfied with eating one of those. Is that a piece of hair I see there? No, it's some kind of, I don't know, plastic. But anyway, this is the mashed potatoes and gravy. Worst mini in this series, according to me, GBKuhleen. And here's another cup of fountain drink, specifically Pepsi. And this is the extra crispy KFC bucket of chicken. I know, if I'm wrong, some of you are probably yelling at the screen right now. You know what I was just thinking? I find it really interesting how they sent me this without reaching out to me. In the past, they would just send me an email at least to confirm my address, but not this time. But either way, I'm very grateful. So thank you, Mini Brands, for sending me this. Feel free to keep on sending me stuff. Although it would be amazing if you could send me stuff before they get released so that I can do a review for everyone before they even hit the shelves. It's not a complaint. It's just a suggestion. You are making me and everyone that's watching really happy. So keep on sending them. Once again, here are the famous or secret recipe fries. Is it the famous fries? No, the bowl is the famous bowl, right? These are just the secret recipe fries. And when they say secret recipe, I think they refer to the seasoning that they put on the fries, not that the fries are cooked in any special way, I think. Here's another one of those. You can hold it in one hand. Chicken wrap. Here it is. The famous bowl, once again. Is this thing on top, is it chicken nuggets or is it like a different, I mean, it's still chicken, but is it like popcorn chicken that they put on top? Since this is a KFC exclusive series, I really wish they would have included other things on the menu like the, I don't know, corn, the bowl of corn, or even items that used to be on the menu and they're not anymore, especially since there's just 20 minis to collect in total, you know? Anyway, this is the bucket of chicken, original recipe. And as I like to call it, the half-seas bucket. You get the tenders here, and then based on what we said in the past, this is technically extra crispy chicken. Here's another drink. Wait a minute. This is kind of like misaligned. I don't know if you guys can see. See how that part is a little bit raised, and then this part over here dips a little bit. Yeah, this one is a little bit damaged. Not quite perfect. And there's also a fingerprint over here, which is not mine. I tried to, you know, oh, it might be mine. No, it's not, because it's not coming off, so it's been there for a while. Okay, we got a falling apart. I really don't want to mess up my set. So this is a falling apart chicken pot pie from KFC. Actually, let's leave it like this, open. Looks better. Could probably do some kind of frozen moment with this one, right? Use a little bit of resin or something, make it real nice. And following the best bowl in the KFC series comes the worst bowl in the KFC series, the mashed potatoes with the gravy. I wonder, is it actually chicken gravy or is it some kind of other meat gravy? I know, it would make sense that it's chicken gravy, but you never know. And here's the half-seas. Again, another print on it. It's like this person had, I don't know, I'm guessing they had like glue or something on their fingers when they stuck this on, and that's why the print kind of looks like dried up glue. Yeah. And here's that sealed off bucket of chicken. There's absolutely nothing inside, it's empty, but it looks pretty cool. I wish they did a frozen moment where part of this lid was kind of like this, and then, you know, the chicken you can see inside it. That would have been cool. Wait, before I unzip this, I just want to mention real quick, as I was saying in the beginning of the video, we just need 5 minis to complete the series, but 2 of them are gold, which are going to be really hard to find. And to be honest with you, this doesn't look so promising. We're kind of getting more or less the same items. I was actually hoping that since this is a PR package, it would have, you know, more of the rare ones. But unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, that's not the case, which is good in a way. It means the PR packages are not spiked, or I don't know, maybe these ones that they sent to me are not spiked because they know I'm telling the truth. Either way, let's see. Maybe we get lucky. I just want at least 1 gold. Like, I haven't seen anything gold in a while. Well, I did in the last video, didn't I? Anyway, I would like to see a KFC gold. How about that? Here's the famous KFC drink. This time it's looking normal. There's no defects and there's no prints. I'm guessing the worker either washed their hands or maybe it was the end of the shift, so the new person came in and did a better job. Alright, here's the bowl of coleslaw. A little pixelated, but still pretty good. Definitely a lot better than the mashed potatoes. And here's a bucket of extra crispy chicken. God, I do hope it is extra crispy. And here's a bucket of original recipe chicken, hopefully. That was funny. Okay, let's redo that. Right, here's the famous chicken sandwich. I mean, granted, people didn't kill each other to try and get one of these like they did with Popeyes, but still, I believe it's a pretty good chicken sandwich. Oh, I thought it separates. Based on how this one looked, I thought they made a mistake and we can actually separate it. But yeah, I really like the attention to detail with this one. The fact that they included the little paper pouch, and then also, you know, how it is inside like that, lined with aluminum foil. Pretty nice attention to detail there. Here's another empty, or I mean, pretend full chicken of bucket of chicken. Chicken of bucket. That's funny. Here's another chicken pot pie. So far, this PR package is not laced with really good items. I mean, I had better luck when I purchased them online. Remember in the previous video how I got a few rare ones, I got a few, you know, it was a lot more variety than what I have here. And another good old bowl of coleslaw. Look at that, you can see the, you know, that's another hard word for me to pronounce. Kernel. It sounds like kernel, like corn kernels. No, popcorn kernels. Anyway, I'm digressing. I'm very chatty today, aren't I? This is the KFC chicken sandwich. And the extra crispy KFC bucket of chicken. I think I'm just gonna call it the lightly colored KFC bucket of chicken. By the way, the first time I got these, it was on Amazon, but I did start seeing them in Target stores as well, and I'm just telling you in case you're wondering where to get them. Also, a quick tip, make sure you look for these at the end of the aisles, because all of the ones that I saw in stores were in, what do you call those? It's like a display case, but it's really tall and it kind of like hangs on the side of the shelf. But also, if you're feeling a little lazy and you don't want to go to the store, you can also buy them online from Target for $7.99 per per ball. If I don't forget, I'm gonna link that somewhere here. It's gonna appear somewhere in the video, and it's gonna send you straight to target.com, and then you can get them from there. And yes, if you're wondering, if you buy using that link, I get like a really small percentage of the sale. It's like, I don't know, 5% or something like that. Once again, the Kentucky Fried Chicken secret recipe fries, the ice cold Pepsi drink to go with that. Finally, something new. Okay, that person that didn't wash their hands, they're back in the shift, packing these minis and leaving fingerprints everywhere. See, and they're not even doing a good job. This one is also misaligned. Maybe it's the first day or something. These are the chicken nuggets from KFC. My bad, the metallic chicken nuggets from KFC. We already have these, and it kind of makes me sad that I cannot pull up the collector's guide to mark a new one as found. But there's still hope. I mean, we still have 4 balls and 2 pouches. Here's another steamy, delicious looking chicken sandwich from KFC. You can just pop it out like this and enjoy it until the last bite. And here's the halfsies bucket. I'm curious to see if they have an official name for this. Maybe they just call it half-half, or it's just like an option that you can select during checkout, where you can say like, I want a bucket of chicken, half tenders. Here's another KFC chickenless bucket, and then a chicken full bucket with the lightly colored chicken. Whether it's extra crispy or original, it's light in color, that's for sure. Another chicken sandwich. See, this is a missed opportunity because I know the chicken has to come in like an original and then a spicy version, so they could have easily added at least one more mini by making this a darker color or add a different sauce, I guess, and calling it, you know, the spicy chicken sandwich from KFC. And then here's the little burrito looking but taco sized chicken wrap. Almost dropped this ball of coleslaw. That would have been a disaster. The pixelated print on this reminds me of the P.F. Chang's lo mein from the Foodie Mini Brand Series 2, which I gotta try, by the way. Thank you for leaving me all the comments in the previous video where you guys, you know, suggested how I should do those types of eating challenges / videos. I got some really good ideas from your comments, and I'm definitely gonna implement them in the videos. Okay, another drink, which is sparkly. I don't know why they chose to put glitter in there. What if they were trying to make it a metallic and kind of like put it in the metallic section, but then they changed their mind? That's a reasonable explanation, right? And here's the good old fries. Another chicken sandwich. So far, we have a complete meal. Look at this, chicken sandwich, fries, and a drink. Another bucket of dark colored chicken. Okay, I know what this is already. It's one of my not so favorite, but real life. In miniature looks cool, and you know, it's a miniature, but in real life, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna buy this again. All right, here's another one of those chicken wraps. I just realized I could have just separated these so that we can see exactly how many of each did we get. But yeah, I mean, you guys can kind of see. Here are the golden, crispy, amazing fries that are kind of like sticking out. I think they skimped on the glue on this side because you can almost pull them out. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with that. Here's another half-sea bucket of chicken. I'm not gonna lie, those tenders look absolutely delicious. And here's another bowl of coleslaw to wash down all the grease from the chicken. And of course, the chicken sandwich. I know I gave you that disclaimer and warning to not watch this on an empty stomach, but it seems like I always open these on an empty stomach, which is not good at all. Here's the chicken pot pie. Is pot pie made with something else, or it's usually just with chicken? You make it with beef or with pork? Pork pot pie. What do you guys think? Here's the absolutely spectacular and amazing looking mashed potatoes with chicken gravy. I mean, with gravy. They don't say if it's chicken, but it probably is, right? And here's the famous bowl. How famous is it though? I mean, why do they call it the famous bowl? I wonder, what if the letters stand for everything that's in here? F would be fried chicken. A would stand for... yeah, never mind. It's definitely not that. One of my favorites. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I really like how they added this little piece of paper here to separate it. I mean, they really went the extra mile for this miniature, right? And this is the last pouch. You can kind of tell what's inside based on how bulky it is. It's a chickenless bucket from KFC. And with that, my friends, we have reached the end of this episode. I am a little bummed that we didn't get any of the 5 minis that we were looking for. So the question is, do I keep buying these and opening them? Is it even worth it, or should I just purchase those 5 minis separately? I know that usually I like to get them in a very natural way by opening, the mini brands, which kind of gives me an idea for a video. What if once a new series comes out, I keep opening and opening and opening until I complete the collection, just to prove, or just to kind of like see how many balls do you actually need to open before you complete a full collection, and if it's even feasible, if it's even achievable. I just want to see if it's even possible to complete a collection without spending, like, I don't know, thousands of dollars.